receptionist can definitely get it for you. So today we are talking about rocking a home party. And so everyone thinks to rock a home party, you need sales, you need bookings, you need all these things. And you do need those things, but really those aren't even the key elements of a good party. Does anyone have an idea of what key elements make a good party? Just shout them out. People, fun. Educating. Food. There you go. We all like food, right? Okay, so here's the key elements. Number one is have a plan. You have to have a plan in your mind of what you're going to do before you walk into that house, and actually before you ever even book the party. If you booked some parties with Kaylin earlier, it's a good thing you're here because we're going to get you a plan for that party. The second element is to know your stuff. Know what you're doing. Know your products. Know your comp plan. Know your hostess benefits. Know your stuff. People are paying you to know that stuff. And the most important one is be enthusiastic and have a good time. Have a fun party. They're called home parties, not home sales meetings. Okay? Yes, we want the sales, but we want our guests having a good time. Because if they're having a good time, it's going to be easier to turn them to a hostess and then to turn them into a recruit. So always, always, always have a good time. So those are the things we're going to talk about. Now we're going to assume that you already have your calendar filled with bookings, or at least one booking on your calendar. And like I said, if you don't, make sure you visit Kaylin. So we're going to assume that you already have your booking, and where do we go from here? Now have you guys, obviously we had a couple stand up earlier, we've all had those parties that in your head it was going to be an amazing rock star party, and it was like a we've all had those. I've had those too. And I promise you the reason that I had that awful sound in the back of my head when I left the party is because I didn't coach my hostess. So I want you to think of your hostess as your employee for the 3 weeks before the party. Your hostess is working for you, but you're not going to pay her a salary, you're going to pay her in free stuff. So if she does the things she's supposed to do, her sales are going to be higher, her bookings are going to be more, which gets her more free stuff. So treat her as an employee. You have to train her. You have to tell her what you need her to do. And I'm sorry, I always say her. I have had male hosts too, but it's just easier to say her. So let's talk about how do you do good hostess coaching. The first thing is in your hostess packet. So everything that you need for a good hostess packet is actually in that bag that you received at registration. So the very first thing is this envelope right here. And you're welcome to dig through your bags, get them out if you want. This is a hostess envelope. Now here's some key things. You can do cutesy envelopes on your own. It's just a plain envelope that I got at Staples. Use my cute washi tape to decorate it up. But it's missing a few key things. This envelope has some awesome stuff on it. On the back, there's a spot for consultant name. I'm going to put my phone number there as well. This is what I love. A spot that says make checks payable to. How many times do we get checks made out to Cincy that you can't cash? You have to contact the customer and have them rewrite the check. It happens quite a bit if they don't know who to write the check to. The other thing is down here it says how to calculate sales tax. I'm going to take a Sharpie and write really big on there my tax rate as well. Now here's the thing. I was a teacher. I think everyone should know how to do simple multiplication. I say should though, because 9 out of 10 people, 9 out of 10 hostesses call me and go, how am I supposed to figure this 8.42%? Well, this tells them exactly what to do. It tells them what to plug into the calculator. So I love this. That's why I love these hostess envelopes. So inside that envelope, you are going to need a couple things. Let's talk about what we want in there. First of all, catalogs. Now I'm showing you fall and winter, but you got your new spring and summer. So there's a couple things that you need to make sure that you do to a catalog before it gets into a hostess's hands. The very first thing is on the back. You best get your information on there. If you do not have this information label, you might as well take this and throw it in the trash can because it's absolutely no different. Now notice I didn't say write your stuff on there. Get some labels, people. Even if you're going to Walmart and you're buying the Avery labels that you're running through your printer, it just gives a feeling of professionalism and that you're for real working this business. You didn't just sign up to get the freebies. And it's kind of an unsaid statement when handwritten stuff, anytime I'm handed something that's handwritten, it's just my level of trust in that person, or I don't know what it is. But I know if I see a label on there that it's professional. Another thing you can do is get a stamp. And so just anything that's not handwritten that says you took the time and spent the money to do that little extra. So you see on the front, I have something cutesy and personalized. This is just a note to my hostess. I look forward to your party. Give the date, give the time, so she doesn't forget. Again, cute washi tape. Do we have any other washi tape addicts in here? Yes, washi tape unite. I love washi tape. This stuff is so cool. Who does not know what washi tape is?
What is it?
It's going to change your life.
What is it?
You got this in your bag. It's tape, people. It has the Scentsy logo on it. It's so stinking cute. Okay, so if you are not a washi tape addict, you might be after today. And let me tell you, you can get it at Walmart or at Michael's or Hobby Lobby or wherever. I even found, oh, look at this. I'm really excited about this. It's metallic purple, and it came with green too, like it's made for us, people. Joann's, $1. Okay, so anyway, that was a little extra. So make stuff cute with washi tape. Here's the other thing. You guys see these tabs in here? I never let a catalog leave my hands without 2 Post-it notes in there. You guys want to know where they are? Does anyone have a guess where they are? Combine and saves. Our 2 combine and save pages. Bam and bam. So, why did I mark those?
That's the best way to sell it.
It's the best way to get it. It's the best way. So when someone asks me, hey, why did you mark those pages? I'm going to tell them because that's the most affordable way to buy Scentsy. But really, it's up in my PRV.
That's right.
Okay? But I'm never going to tell a customer that. I'm going to tell them it's their way to save money. But I know in the back of my mind it's for me. So that's okay. Okay, so catalogs. I usually put 2 or 3 in a hostess packet for a home party. You want to put in this little thing right here. This is the corporate host brochure. Don't let it leave your hands without your label on it. Again, it's just a reminder of why they want to host us a party. It's not telling them how to do it. It's not doing your job. It's just telling them why. You want to put in some order forms. I usually put in 5. Now, you'll notice I've done something to this order form. Here's the reason. How many order forms have you gotten back that on the top it just says Sarah? Or it might say, Sarah from work. And it does you no good. So obviously we know our hostesses are not taking the time to get all the information that we need. I'm at least going to make it a little bit easier for her and highlight the most important sections to me. That's her name, the host name, phone number, and email. Email's absolutely the most important because I want to get it into my workstation. So take the time. If you have kiddos that are helping you with your business, this is something they can do. Hand them a highlighter and tell them what to highlight. You got that. We want to put in, oh my gosh, I'm so stinking excited about these. Post tic-tac-toe. I have been printing these off on my own for years, but mine didn't look so cute. I'm all about cutesy stuff. Now here's what I love about this. Corporate did not dictate what prizes we have to give as a consultant. And what I love about that is each and every one of you are in a different place in your business. So if you're just first starting out, your prizes might be a scent circle or a cute nail file or something like that. But if you're further along in your business or if you've had a rockin' month, you could be giving away warmers and things like that. So how I do mine is I do 1 prize for 1 row. It's like a scent circle. 2 rows is like a free bar. 3 rows is, I think, the scent sampler, which is $20. If they black out this board, they're getting a warmer. Why would I go to the expense of a warmer? Because they're working their booty off for me to get this completely filled out. They're giving me at least 500 in sales. 100 of that I didn't even have to work for because it was in pre-orders. They're getting me a booking. They're working a lot for it, so it's okay for me to give away a premium warmer. I'm going to use a half price, so it's really costing me, $17.50. So make the hostess work for you, but if she works for you, award her. And we talked about how she's your employee. Pay her well, because she'll want to be your employee over and over and over again. A couple other things. Invitations. So again, I can't do just a standard invitation. I have to make it cutesy and make it stand out a little bit. So here's the deal with these. Typically, I don't find myself mailing these a lot, but I'm going to have these all filled out for my hostess. So here's the deal. If it's a party booked at a party, they're not going to get these in their hostess packet. I'm going to mail them to her a couple days later. But if this is someone that you booked the party on the phone and I'm mailing a full packet, it's going to have these in there. Because I want to take the time to fill this out for my hostess. Now, why would I do that? Why can't she fill it out? Saves her time. How many hostesses are not ever going to take the time to do this? A lot of them. I get packets back that nothing's used. It's like the brand new packet. She's like, oh, I know this cost you money. Here, use it again. Well, I don't want that to happen. I want her using everything in that packet. So I'm going to take the time to fill out all of this. If I'm doing any cool prizes like bring a guest, get a free gift, things like that, I'm going to print it on a label and put it on here. And you can even print all this information on a label, stick it on there. I write really slow because I'm a perfectionist kindergarten teacher and all my letters have to look perfect. So actually it's faster for me to print labels. So a lot of times I do that. So I'm going to give her at least 10 of these to start out. And I'm going to tell her, hey, these are to go in your purse. And when you're sitting at Susie Q's dance class, hand one to every single mom in the waiting room. Or when you're at baseball, hand this to the team mom, things like that. So it's not necessarily what she's giving to her mom and her sister and her best friend, that she's going to have a conversation with them about her party. It's going to be for those random people that you're kind of friends with, you kind of know, but you kind of don't. It's something to break the ice to invite them to the party. So that's how I'm using invitations. And again, make them cute. A couple other things in the hostess packet is this shooting star flyer and top 10 reasons to join Cincy. But wait, this was just a hostess packet, not a recruiting packet. Why would I put this stuff in here?
Because you didn't turn your hostess into a lover.
Absolutely. Your hostess is your best potential recruit. Always keep that in mind. You always want to think about that hostess turning into a recruit. So you want to give her a lot of teaser information in there. So any questions about the hostess packet? Get it? Got it good? All right. So let's talk about the contact that you have with your hostess. Now, I told you your hostess is your employee for 2 to 3 weeks before the party. That's because you're going to be contacting that person 2 to 3 weeks before the party. So let's say you did the booking and it's a month in advance. They're going to get that packet right when they book the party. 3 weeks before the party, you're going to call them, and if the packet was mailed to them, you're going to say, hey, did you get the packet? Or if it was given to them at the party, you're going to say, hey, did you look in the packet? It's not necessarily what you say on these calls. It's just a reason to have conversation with your hostess so the party's at the top of her mind and you're telling her, hey, I'm for real doing this business and I'm going to be professional about it. So it's reasons to contact her. So 3 weeks out, you're just asking about the packet. 2 weeks out, you're giving her a call saying, hey, have you got a hostess list together? Why don't you snap a picture of that and text it to me? I really don't care about that list. I just want to make sure that she's thinking about the party and thinking about who she can invite to the party. 10 days out, I'm going to call her and say, hey, do you need more invitations? Did you pass out all 10? Can I get you 10 more? You want her passing out those invitations. 5 days out, just give her a ring. Hey, what's your favorite scent? What could I warm for you at your party? Now, here's the deal. I'm not going to buy something specifically for a party, so I'm going to dig through that stash that, you know, all us Cincy consultants have, where there's 2 or 3 cubes left. So I'm going to say, hey, I have some sugar or some welcome home. Which of those would you prefer? Because again, it's not really about what I'm asking her. It's just about a reason to contact the hostess. So I'm giving her some options that aren't going to cost me more money. I don't have to buy more bars just for her party. I'm going to choose stuff that I have on hand. So 2 days out, you're going to give her a ring and say, hey, what's your expected head count? If it's a good number, great. If you're a little disappointed by what she's saying, just give her some refreshers of some other people that she can invite. Hey, did you talk to the moms at dance class? Hey, did you talk to your neighbors? Just give her some refreshers. Did you ask everyone at work? So just kind of spur on a couple other thoughts of who she can invite to the party. Now, the day of the party, she's crazy busy. She's got to work all day. She's got to rush home and clean the house, open that veggie tray that she bought at Target, you know, because that's what we're all doing. So you don't want to bother her with a phone call the day of her party, but you do want to take the time to text her. And that text is just going to say, hey, I'm so excited. I'm going to see you 30 minutes before your party. That way, you don't have that hostess that is at home when you show up, like I've had happen before. Okay, so now it is party day. Time for the big party. Here's the deal. This is a party setup for me. Keep it simple, people. Keep it minimal. Keep it easy. Do not be moving into her house. I can make it in one trip. I have a bag that's on wheels. I have a bag on this shoulder and a bag on this shoulder. One trip in, that's it. Don't take the whole catalog, because even if you take 20 warmers, I promise you're not going to have the warmer that one person wanted to see. It's okay. We have a gorgeous catalog. Use the catalog to your benefit. So you're keeping it very minimal. Don't take in a table, because then, again, it's just coming across to the hostess that, oh, man, this is tough. Look how much money she's put into this. Look at all this stuff she has to tote around. You want your hostess thinking, that's all she did? That's it? And she's making that kind of money? Really? That's what you want your hostess thinking, because you want to recruit them. So no table. Work with what you got. Kitchen table, end table, coffee table, fireplace mantle. I don't care if you put it on the floor. Just don't mess with taking a table. Work with what you got. So keep it very simple. Immediately plug in your warmers. And I put an S on the end of that because I am plugging in 2 warmers. I want the fragrance to knock them over when they open the door. I don't want it to be any question what kind of party they're at. They're at a Scentsy party. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. What is that scent you're warming? And by the way, this is the new Sedona Sunset that you're smelling. It's my new favorite. So plug in those warmers immediately. After you set up, so I said we're going to get there 30 minutes early. Really, your setup's only going to take about 15 minutes. For the next 15 minutes, what are you going to do? Sit on the couch? Get in with your hostess. If she's in the kitchen, get in there. Help her, open pop. I don't care what you're doing. Take the time to chit-chat. Ask her about her day. Hopefully, she's going to tell you how crappy your job is so you can have an open door into the possibility of Scentsy. Ask about her kids. What are they into? Ask about her, because all of that information is ammunition when you talk to her about the business. You need to know about her, because you need to remember the word tiny when you're recruiting, and that stands for their interests, not yours. Nobody will sign up for Scentsy because I just need one more recruit. They don't care, people. They want to know what this business is going to do for them, so you need to know about them. So always focus on your hostess. Then you want to ask her who's coming. Hey, out of everyone that's coming, who do you picture booking a party? Who do you think is going to book a party? Who do you think would be really good at this business? Because she knows the people coming to the party. You do not. So everyone's starting to come into the party. It's time for the party. When people walk in, you want to be up and active. Shake their hand. Introduce yourself. Hi, I'm Jami. I'm your Scentsy consultant. I've been to parties where I had no idea who the consultant was because everyone was on the couch. And I'm all about sitting with the guests and having a good time, but don't let there be a question of who the consultant is. Bling yourself out in Scentsy. If that's not your style, take the time to introduce yourself to every single guest. As soon as they walk in the door, you're going to hand them this. Of course, it won't have a note on the front, but it's a catalog. It is just a scratch piece of paper for them to make their wish list on. It's the monthly special flyer, and then if there's anything else. Of course, last month was Bring Back My Bar, so I tucked that in there as well. I'm going to hand them this, and I'm going to hand them an ink pen, and I'm going to say, the testers are out. Have fun. Start smelling. And they go, what is this stuff? And I go, it doesn't matter. Just smell it and write down the smells you like. Because I'm going to do a presentation later. I don't need to get into it right there. So catalog, pen in the hand, that's it. So now it's time for the actual party to start. But everyone's smelling stuff, and they're chit-chatting, and they're really not paying attention to you, right? Because you've been up greeting at the door and stuff. So here's how you get their attention. Who wants a prize? Who wants a prize? Me. Okay, I'm glad some people want a prize in here because I have a prize. Okay, so we are going to play a game. This is a game that I do at every single one of my parties. Here's my secret. It's tricking them into watching my presentation, and they don't even realize they're watching my presentation because it's a game. So let's start it out. We're actually going to play the game. One of you is actually going to walk away with what is inside this fun little package. So we're going to play the party game. I don't know what it's called. Let's call it the party game. Okay, so I want to know who in this room has known our hostess the longest. Who has known me the longest? probably, well, aside from my husband, probably over here. Okay, so you get to hold this. You can't open it yet, though. You have to just hold it. Okay, so at this point, it's a time for me to tell my guests, hey, I actually met, we'll pretend that you're my hostess. I actually met Rebecca at a craft show, and we were vendors next to each other, and we had a really good time. So I would like to thank you for hostessing a party, and I have a gift for you. Every hostess of mine gets the exact same gift. It's a bar of the scent of the month with a fun little spatula. Did you guys see the new and improved spatulas?
Yes.
Got one in your kit. It's super fun, has a little scraper at the end. You can even purchase cards that are personalized, and they're awesome. I love them. So every hostess is going to get this goodie right here. Okay, now I told you couldn't open that yet because actually it's going to be passed around a lot before it's open. So I want to know who here at this party has the most Scentsy warmers in their home? Does anyone have more than 20? Oh, 25?
I have 22.
22? Okay, well, for the sake of
Is
time,
it burning or not?
Are you mean burning or?
You mean burning?
okay, here's the deal. At your party, you're going to get these questions. Does that have to be going? Do my Christmas ones count? What about my Easter one that I haven't put out yet? Do the Walmart ones count too? It doesn't matter what you say. It really doesn't matter. Make up your own rules. For the sake of time, would you please come up? Take the prize and come up. Okay, so you're going to hold the prize for now, but you don't get to keep it.
Okay, do I
But
come
here's,
up?
yeah,
Okay.
come on up. Here's the deal. Whoever has the most warmers at your party, you're going to say, you know what? Why don't you come up? I really need your help. I'm going to give you 1 minute to tell your friends how this thing works since you're the expert. So 1 minute. Tell your friends how these things work.
You actually want me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't know you were a presenter
I
today,
did
right?
not. No, you're completely putting me on the spot right now.
You're good. Okay.
I don't even know how to start.
You got 1 minute.
I know. Okay, so a Scentsy warmer is you plug it in, you put in the light bulb. There's this handy dandy little tray right here that's very hot, and this one's very hot since it's plugged in. You put the tray on top, it warms it. You put in 2 cubes of wax, depending on the size, and it melts it and makes your house smell wonderful.
Awesome. Kristen, you did good. Thank you very much. You may have a seat. So here's the cool thing. This person was the expert, not you. They're going to buy things from their friends and not you. They're going to think you're there as a salesperson and you're trying to get them to spend money. Their friends aren't trying to get them to spend money. Their friends are telling them what really cool thing they have at their house. So Kristen told you everything that you need to know. So I'm going to take whoever's done that part and I'm going to say, you know what, Kristen, you did an awesome job. I'm just going to hit on a couple other things as well. Now, what Kristen didn't say is this is a fully interchangeable warmer. This actually comes off right here. Now, I'll tell you guys, this is a side note. I don't say this. I use the Silhouette collection at every single party because it's an easy upsell. I can easily upsell them to a second wrap. So that's why I'm displaying this, and I always display it at every single home party. So I'm going to talk to them about the changeability. But you know what? We have tons of warmers in our catalog, one that's going to go in every single room, so just make sure you flip through the catalog. Now, this little guy down here is actually one of our night lights. It still works the same. Like Kristen said, you plug it in, you put wax in the top dish. It's got an on-off switch. You can flip this little doodad different ways if you have a crazy construction guy that didn't know what he was doing. So it's going to work in any plug-in. So that's our night light. And you know what? This is such a cool warmer. This is our new element, specially designed just for bedrooms because it's not going to put off light. Now, while it was designed for bedrooms, you can really use it anywhere. There's no light bulb in this. It's just a warmer plate. So you still plug it in, still turn it on, drop in that wax, fully melts. Here's the cool thing. Our wax comes in bigger packages than other places that you can get wax. We have 8 cubes in here for $5. It's a great deal because that scent's going to last so long. Bam. We're playing a game, but I just talked about the warmers in that amount of time. Now, that prize is going to be passed off to the person with the youngest child. Who in here thinks they have the youngest child? Any babies under 1? All right, let's pass it back here. Okay, so here's the reason why I bring up children. We have this super cool product called the Scentsy Buddy. Now, this is Robert the Lion. He was my very first buddy, so he's very special to me. So special that you can't even buy him anymore. He's been retired. But every single Scentsy Buddy works exactly the same. They have a zipper pouch in the back. Inside, we tuck a scent pack. This little guy's perfectly safe for around babies Comes in tons of different scents, all listed in the catalog. All you gotta do is tuck this in here, and he smells wonderful. Cool thing is, he's fully washable. Just leave him out to dry, tuck his scent pack right back in. He's fragrance. Now, once they outgrow the crib and they're starting to lose those teeth, these make perfect tooth fairy buddies. All you do is put that tooth in a Ziploc bag, tuck it inside the back, and it makes the tooth fairy's job way easier. Then I'm gonna pass this guy around, let them hold him. Oh, he's so soft. Oh, he's so cute. You're gonna get everything, okay? And then you're gonna talk about the limited availability of the Scentsy Buddies. I don't look it up in advance. I pull it up on my phone right there. Oh, look, this one's still available. This one's available. This one's available. Don't waste your time because they sell out fast. So you're going to talk about the Scentsy Buddies. That prize is now going to the person with the oldest car. Who thinks they have an old car? What year?
78.
78. Can anyone beat it? All right, 78. Give the man a prize. Here's the cool thing. I really don't care who has the oldest car. I want conversation going. Conversation like, oh my gosh, I just got a brand new car. I want conversation like, oh, I wish I had a new car, but I can't afford a car payment. I want lots of non-Scentsy conversation going on. Because remember, we're not a Scentsy buy-it meeting. We're at a Scentsy party. We want to be talking about things that are fun and exciting. Now, I'm going to use that to talk about our Scentsy on the go products. I'm going to talk about the scent circle, how you can resaturate that circle with the spray, pair those together, 2 weeks, 2 years. That'll always sell you a kit when you give that comparison. And then I'm going to talk about the scent packs, how they're not just for buddies, great for lockers, great for cars, great for gym bags, go on and on and on about Scentsy on the go. I don't talk about travel tins. I don't like travel tins. They ask me about it, I'm going to tell them about it. But I'm not going to promote things that I'm not real comfortable with selling. Okay, so the next question is, who thinks they do the most laundry in a week? How many loads you doing, hun?
Oh, a lot this week. I know I did at least 6.
6? I got 10. I got 20.
Oh.
What you got?
That's one day.
3 a day. So
3 a day. 21? Holy cow, give the lady a prize. It's going to go back there. Did you guys know that Scentsy has laundry products? And everyone's going to go, what? Now here's the cool thing. You're going to take the time to talk about the laundry products. They can be used separately or they can be all put in a package deal together. You're going to take a couple minutes talking about how awesome these products are, and then you're going to say, but you know what? There's an awesome way to buy this, and it's our Laundry Love package deal. You get this, you get a big tub of these, you get 4 of these for just $50. That's for like a full month worth of laundry, and you're going to get 2 different responses. You're going to get, oh, $50, that's pretty good, and you're going to go, yeah, what scent do you want? Or you're going to get, $50? You don't spend $50 on laundry stuff? And that's when you look at her and you go, you know what? We had that package deal that I told you about. It qualifies as a Hostess half price item. Would you pay $25 for it? And I've never had someone say no to that. $25 for a month's worth of laundry stuff, of course they will. So you've just booked a party with that person who wanted it, but it was out of their price range. So that's our laundry care products. Next question. Oh, this is my favorite one. You're going to say, okay, now you guys are going to have to plead your case. Who deserves a spa day the most? Oh, okay. Well, we're not even going to hear them pleading cases because that hand went up so fast. So Bryce is going to go over here. Now, at a home party, I'm going to make them plead their case because they're going to tell me how awful and miserable and crappy their life is. Thank you. Why do I want them telling me all that stuff? I can shine some light in those people's lives. I can tell them I used to work 60 to 70 hours a week as a special education teacher, the job that's a perfect job for a mom. No, it's not. I was at meetings, I was grading papers, I was writing lesson plans. I was in that place. I was in that place where I was mean to my children because I'd given myself my everything at work, to all the kids at work. I've been in those places. You want to hear the bad places that other people are in so you know who your target is for the recruiting side of the business. So let them plead their case. But why did I talk about spa products? It's because I'm going to talk about the Layers line. And I'm not going to bring the whole Layers line. I'm going to bring my favorite products. I'm going to bring my body spray, and I'm going to talk about how you can keep it in the refrigerator. And on a super hot day, you pull it out, spray it down, you cool off, and you smell better. I'm going to talk about the hand cream that I never go out without it in my purse. I have a couple different fragrances for them to try. And I'm going to bring the body butter because I get asked about it a lot. So that's why I'm going to bring those 3 items. So I'm going to talk about the Laters products. The next person who gets that package, that gift, is the person who hosted a direct sales party most recently. Not just Cincy, any direct sales party. Do we have anyone that hosted a different party?
Unique.
Unique. What you got?
31.
31.
I just closed it yesterday.
31's the one I hear all the time. When was your unique party?
Last week.
Last week. All right. She gets it back there. So we've got a 31 hostess. There was a company last session I hadn't even heard of. Some children's clothing line. I don't know. So here's the thing. Of course, I hope that someone in the room has had a Cincy party recently. If they have, they're the ones I'm keying in on the next question. If there's not a past Cincy hostess, you're going to ask a hostess for any other company. Hey, why did you bother cleaning your house and having all your friends over? And they're going to say, I wanted the freebies. Of course, if it's Cincy, we're going to ask exactly what they chose with their hostess rewards. If it's another company, it's just a door open to talk about hostessing a party. Okay, now the next person who gets that package is the one who worked the most hours last week. Who in here worked more than 60 hours last week? How many hours? 70. What you got over here?
Almost 83.
Oh, honey, get that package. 83 hours. Again, this is my chance to peg in on those people that need an out. Here's the deal. You're the winner, honey. You can open that package and keep whatever inside. Now, when I'm doing this at a party, though, they're not going to get just my fun little prize. And what's my prize? It's been one dryer disc. It's been a scent circle. It's been an old scent of the month bar. It doesn't matter what it is. It's free. They don't care. But they're also going to get my recruiting packet. And I didn't put it back together after last session. So it's just one of our cute little catalog sacks. Inside of it is a showcase brochure. It's the exact same as a catalog, except cheaper. I'm going to put in a document that I created about why I love Cincy and what Cincy's done for me. Even if you're brand new to Cincy, you still have a Cincy story, and you need to put it in writing to tell people why you're doing this business. It is the recruiting brochure from corporate with my label on the back. It is a business card, and it is my personal brochure. Is there anyone in here that already has a brochure for themselves? Okay, you guys have homework this weekend. I printed mine just as a Word document on my computer. There's templates that make it super easy. You drop in pictures, you write stuff. You can also order them on Vistaprint. They have templates that make it super easy too. So what is my brochure? So on the front, I have a fun little picture of my family. You open it up. It's going to talk about our products. It's going to talk about the different ways to hostess a party. On the back, it's talking about how to start their own Cincy business. So it's recruiting. On the inside, it is my story, why they should join, and the perks, like all the trips that I've gone on. Even if you have not earned an incentive trip, list the trips that Cincy's given away. It doesn't mean that you had to go on that trip. Just tell them what's in this for them. So it's just a way to set you apart from other consultants. So it's a way to tell people, hey, I'm for real. I'm serious about doing this business. So my person who worked the most hours last week is going to get my prize. They are also going to get my recruiting packet. Here's the deal. You've just tricked them into listening to your whole presentation, and they didn't even realize it. They're like, oh, I didn't have to sit through a whole cooking demonstration? Nope, you're done. I'm done talking. But I have another prize. Do you guys want another prize? And they're always like, yeah. Okay, so then you're going to take, you guys got these in your kit too, right? Okay, so everyone in the room is going to get an enter the prize slip. You're going to hand that to them. You're going to say, okay, so I have this fun little bag. I want you to guess how many are in here. What are they going to say? What are those? Is that lip gloss? You guys have lip gloss too? You'll get crazy questions. So it's an opportunity for you to talk about a basket party, a bag party, a tester party, whatever you call it. You're going to tell them these are mini testers. You're going to tell, you can even open it into, the opportunity for affordable business supplies when you start your business. Whatever it leads to in conversation. But you want them to guess how many are in there. So they have this. You just say right on there, anywhere on there, the number that you guess in there. And as soon as I have them all, do it fast, because as soon as I have them all, I'm going to pick my winner. So I'm going to go through. The one that's closest is going to win it. Here's a little tidbit of information. There's always 50 in my bag, because I'll never forget the number 50. Make it easy. Don't make it some crazy number. Now here, I really don't care who wins this prize, because it's going to be like a nail file or something that cost me like next to nothing. I want to know what they marked on this section over here. Hostess a party, basket party, make more money. So I'm just gonna set these off to the side. When they're closing out their orders with me, I'm gonna pull these back out, look at them. If they marked it, great, let's get it on the calendar. I'm still gonna ask them about booking a party even if they didn't mark this. Hey, I noticed you didn't mark anything on here, so let me ask you, what's stopping you from hostessing a party? Don't you want to get this stuff that you're paying for free? And so you'll hear their comebacks. Oh my gosh, I'm so stinking busy. Well, you need to do a tester party. That's what you need to do. So it's just a good way to know where you're at with them and where to take that conversation. So definitely use those. A couple other games, super duper fast. Oh, after we play that game, I'm just going to say, you know what? You're done listening to me talk. Look through the catalog. Make sure you look at those combine and save pages. No shipping. Just fill out the top of your order form. I'm going to fill out the rest. I don't want them filling out that order form because I need to know what they want when I put it in. And when they write it up, it's just crazy and mayhem, and I don't like it because I'm a little bit OCD like that. So, but even beyond that, I want to upsell them. If they're buying a warmer and 3 bars, I'm going to say, did you know you qualify for a half-price nightlight? Well, really, it's just a package deal, but if you say the word you qualify for, it sounds a lot better. So it's a chance for you to upsell them into different package deals. If they've already got package deals, always ask them, do you want extra light bulbs, or do you want to try something for your car? Those are my go-to easy questions for upselling. You always want to upsell. So at that point, you just chill and have a good time while they bring you your orders. Never go into another room to close out orders. Sit right amongst all the guests. Chit-chat with them, small talk with them. Be among them. Don't go in another room. 2 other games, super duper fast. This is the dice game. These are just furry dice that I got at, I don't know, AutoZone or something, and I cut the string off of them. Because aren't they more fun than a little bitty dice? Everyone wants to roll fuzzy dice. So they're going to roll the dice. If they get, let's say, 11, I'm going to say, okay, if you book a party with me tonight, the night of your party, you can pick a premium warmer and pay just $11 for it. So just a fun way to get them to book a party. Another game, get a deck of cards. So I got these in the dollar section at Target because I'm really cheap that way. But also, it gets me a chance to talk about Disney since he sent my family of 4 to Disney World quite a few years ago. So I'm going to tell them to pick a card, any card. And then I have this spreadsheet all printed up. If they pick a 2, they get a free laundry liquid. They pick a 9, they get a free 3-pack of wax. So it just has different things on there that I'm willing to give for free, but they have to book the party that night to get their freebie. You want it on your calendar that night before they walk away. All right, let's see. Talked about that, we talked about that. Are there any questions? Do you guys have any questions about rocking a party? You guys are a lively crowd. You're like that after lunch lull, like. All right, so go to Kaylin if you have not, because she's going to fill up your calendar. That way you can implement what you've done here and party on. Thanks, guys.